And we're going to go ahead and start off log lines with Greg. Do you want to go or Nick? Do you want to go? I don't know. What do you think, Nick?
I think I want to go
And
first.
we're going to start off log lines with Nicholas's 3 log lines.
All right, here we go. Another factor of these log lines is that all of them will have a certain theme. Maybe subtle, maybe not subtle. We'll try and call them out, maybe even call the movies out if we recognize them. Here we go.
I got to remember that for next time.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yes,
Checker?
you're on, Nick.
All right, first one. Astronauts on the moon realize that the aliens are hiding in plain sight. Second one. A single woman moves into a neighborhood, finding out all her strange neighbors share a name. And the third one. A scientist invents an interdimensional traveling device and has to stop evil aliens that want to steal it.
I'm going to guess yours is the center one. The center log line, the second one that you said.
That is correct.
Oh, thank God. Because I believe the first one is Apollo 18.
Extremely correct. One of my favorite horror movies.
Oh my God, it's so silly. And the third one, and such a bummer ending. And the third one, I'm going to guess it was. Can you shoot me the third one more time?
If you get this, I'm going to be really impressed. A scientist invents an interdimensional traveling device and has to stop evil aliens who want to steal it.
I'm going to guess that's Can of Worms.
That is not Can of Worms, though I do like Can of Worms. That is
Damn it.
Buckaroo Banzai Across the 8th Dimension.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's pretty
Never
good.
in my life. It definitely made me think of Disney's Can of Worms, though.
I haven't thought about that movie in a whole long time.
Oh,
So,
man.
my second one, a single woman moves into a
Yes.
neighborhood. This is based off of a B-52s song called Planet Claire. So my idea was basically this lady moves into this neighborhood and she's greeted by her three neighbors, which are, these wives all named Claire. And they're all really weird and kind of based off like the Stepford Wives.
That's almost what threw me off. I thought it was going to be that for a sec.
That's what I was hoping to make it close to that to throw people off.
That's what you were banking on.
Yeah, and it's basically, and they're all puns. So there's like Claire Lee.
Clearly.
I forget what the other two names are, but they're all puns and they're all kind of stereotypical things. And the big twist is that they're actually...
Wait, before you say it, the theme that connects all three of yours is aliens, correct?
It is aliens.
Because the twist is that all three of them
Are aliens. In
okay.
fact, they're male aliens, and they don't quite understand how the ladies of this planet act. So that's kind of how.
That sounds really funny.
Yeah, I've written a good bit of it, and it was for a stage play, and like the a little visual gag would be like the three, because they're all going to be played by women. And like as they die in the big, the final climaxes, there's like a flash of lights, and their body is replaced by like a prominent actor within the community. So it's like this was the real alien, and like their only spot is to just be a corpse.
That's so funny.
Thank you.
That's like Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
Exactly, which is my favorite Brad Pitt role ever.
Not Fury?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds like a great one. Have you finished it, or are you still working on it?
I'm still working on it. I've finished very few scripts. That's my gimmick.
Oh. Yeah, that's your superpower.
Exactly. I'm so good at starting them. All right. Can we get your 3 log lines, Mr. Gregory?
Yes, sir. Logline number 1. Executed after being tried for multiple homicides, a professor must convince his victims to find him innocent. Number 2. A killer shares his 12-year body of work in order to gain the understanding of a respected historical figure. Number 3. After discovering his daughter's homicidal tendencies, her father wrestles with whether to protect her or himself when the police begin to close in.
Can you do them again real quick?
You got it. So the first one is executed after being tried for multiple homicides, a professor must convince his victims to find him innocent. The second one, a killer shares his 12-year body of work in order to gain the understanding of a respected historical figure. And the third and final logline is, after discovering his daughter's homicidal tendencies, her father wrestles with whether to protect her or himself when the police begin to close in.
Okay, so I want to say the first one is yours.
You nailed it. Ding, ding, ding.
Ooh-wee. I have no clue where these are from, but I've definitely
Yeah?
seen the third one. I feel like I've or read it.
You've probably seen it. I don't know how well known it is, but it is Mr. Brooks, the third one.
No, I must have read something with a similar, because I have not seen that movie.
Oh, really? I think it's really cool.
You know what? That is the plot of an issue of Ice Cream Man, the comic.
What?
It's, it is. Oh, ooh, that's where that's from.
Man, I wish I discovered Ice Cream Man. I could have really thrown you off. But yeah, the third one is Mr. Brooks, which I think is pretty good little psychological horror, a bit of a drama, but it's more of a crime mystery. Yeah. And the second one, which I have not yet seen, but actually really want to, is The House That Jack Built.
Oh, I've seen that movie too.
You've seen it? Was it good? I've heard mixed things.
It is very mixed. It's like intentionally very, like Jack himself is intentionally very dumb. Like the movie really lets that, and I really enjoy it. It's, Lars von Trier, whom I'm not really a fan of, but it's definitely like, his movies are all weird enough that like, I enjoy.
It's an experience.
And this one's actually really well paced, I thought.
Yeah, I watched a video on it. I watched a video that spoiled it all for me because I was curious about it. And the first one was my idea, which is a one-act play that I wrote. I believe it's a 10-minute play, which is still one act. But
not if you do it like I do.
Essentially, yeah, right. Got to make it one act and 32 scenes. Yeah, it's just the whole idea is it starts in limbo, and because he got last rites, even though he's not religious, ends up getting a second trial where he has the chance to convince his victims that he should be innocent and sent to heaven. So that's the basic premise of the play. I've already written it, so please don't steal. And I had fun writing it. I thought it was interesting because I made each of the victims, to get a little spoilery if you're writing a paper on me 30 years from now. I made each of the victims representative of one of it's 5 stages of guilt, I believe. Oh. So one of them's really like standoffish, and they're the bargaining one because they want something from him, and by the end the last person is almost unaware in a sense that she's even dead because she's in denial. So I think there are interesting interactions throughout. But that was LogLines. Nick, how'd you like LogLines this time around? Did you want to guess at the theme? It's pretty obvious.
I think it is about the French. No, of course not.
Incorrect.
It is about dun, dun, da, da, da. Kind of like proving your own actions, or like proving, like innocence maybe is a better way to phrase that.
I was going with judgment.
Ooh.
So I will absolutely take proving innocence or trying to feign innocence. Mm-hmm. I'll take that for sure because that definitely feeds into judgment in my eyes.
Perfect.